So a few months ago, I looked at the YouTuber Matthew Beem on my other channel, and I didn't say very many favorable things about his videos. I feel as though he has turned a corner, and I watched his most recent video, and it was actually half decent. I quite liked it, and I like giving credit where credit is due. So I'm here with my friend Orr, who has also made videos about Matthew Beem, and I thought we'd just have a little sit down and watch one or two of his new videos and just, you know, have a wonderful time.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I haven't seen the last two ones, so this is gonna be a treat.
Today I'm visiting every Disneyland in the next 100 hours, starting with Disneyland Paris. After this theme park, we're gonna rush to the airport to fly to Orlando for Disney World. Then straight after that, flying to Disneyland in California, then across the globe to
I like how he doesn't scream in his intros anymore. That's good.
You bullied him out of it.
You did too. I think your video got more views than mine. You bullied him more. And you met this man in real life and bullied him.
No, I came up to him and I said hi, but then he didn't like me. He was very pissed when I met him.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like me, considering I have this guy. He can watch with us.
That's incredible. I remember we were watching Matthew Beem videos, I think like ages before either of us were making any videos about him.
I'll hold him up a little bit so he's a bit more, he can sit on my lap.
Yeah, get him in the video.
We headed straight to the exclusive pirate island that has a secret skull cave. Then we rode our first ride on this challenge and ate traditional French food for lunch. Wow, best sandwich.
I'd argue that food at Disneyland Paris isn't very traditionally French.
Just bread with cheese.
Yeah, he's just eating garlic bread.
We only have 30 minutes left in Disneyland Paris, and we're going to this massive maze that leads to a secret castle.
I don't know why he's blurring the castle.
It's a secret one.
But is it?
Or it has like a massive penis upon it.
You can see it from like the part. Like, it's not a secret.
Well, he needs like something to lead up to, you know, in the video.
Here is the secret castle. We just made it through the maze. We're gonna be late for our flight. We have to go to Orlando.
That was a
so we can go to
secret.
Disney World. 4 countries to go to.
Shouldn't have showed that in the
97 hours
video.
Left.
This is
I'm
terrifying.
gonna put Matthew down. He's hurting the neck a bit. I'll try and get him on get him to kneel, so like his face. One sec, I'm just gonna prop him up with a plant or something. There you go.
I just want to say, he looks great in this video.
What, in the Disney one?
Yeah, he's like tanned.
Or my webcam, where he's just...
Yeah, also on your webcam where he's just laid on the floor and on a plant.
This park has a massive water slide, 4 different theme parks, a giant castle, and a total of 173 rides. The gates literally just opened.
Also, right, this video is actually quite clickbait, because he says he went to every single Disney theme park in 100 hours. No, he did not. He went to every single Disneyland/Magic Kingdom in the world. Not every Disney park. That is a lie.
So what did he miss?
Well, because in Orlando, they got loads, don't they? And then in, like...
Oh, yeah, they got Epcot and all that
like
stuff.
In most places, you got a couple of parks. He didn't go to every single one. So it's a lie. I might report it.
Yeah, this is messed up.
We're an hour in line for this ride, but it was worth it. There's the castle!
I love his scream. Can you play that again?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Crazy thing about this trip is since we're going so many places, we're literally sleeping on the plane and eating all of our meals in Disneyland, so we're gonna have some breakfast right now.
4 days. That sounds vile. He puts himself through the trenches for his audience. I would never do that for you guys. I went to every Disney theme park in 100 hours. Even though he didn't go to every single Disney theme park in 100 hours, he's lying. I would not do this much traveling.
The most you would do is watch a guy do it.
Yeah, this is the most I will do.
We've spent the last 4 hours here in Orlando. Now we have to head
I
straight.
know what you mean when you say he's looking quite like shredded. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's looking lean.
He looks good. Yeah.
He does look, well done, Matthew. You look great. How far we've come in the last, or fallen in the last 6 months.
That we've fully kept track of how Matthew Beem looks like. Every subtle change in his body, we notice it.
I want to see some Matthew Beem first trap edits on my timeline, please, guys.
Look at you guys on a Disney tour over there.
We have made it to California.
Oh, that transition. Do you see that?
Put that again.
We have made it to...
Unbelievable.
Slick as hell. This is some Edgar Wright stuff.
We're here in the Star Wars land. You know I gotta try some of the food. I got a Star Wars glizzy right here, some Blue Milk, and my favorite Coca-Cola. It's shaped like a grenade. This is vibe.
I got stuck in the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars Land like a month ago. Yeah, there was a fire and it took them half an hour to get us out.
Oh, that's good.
And then they pretended that nothing was happening as we were seeing like fire trucks come in. It was a really good experience.
It was Matthew Beem. He did that.
He was pissed off about that Mr. Beastification video. Threw a Molotov on the Millennium Falcon.
We're getting ready to go on the brand new Star Wars ride. This is the best ride in the entire park, and it's right there.
I mean, I've been on it, the one in California, as of you. Would you say it's the best one in the park? I wouldn't say so.
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
He's lying again.
This is just the line still.
This is giving me trauma. I'm getting PTSD from this.
This room is massive. We are on the ride. Here we go. We waited an hour for this. Let's see how it is. There's
This isn't
no
the-
trap.
He stood outside of the Millennium Falcon one and then went into a different ride.
Yeah, I've never even seen this one before.
Yeah, these are two different rides.
So far, the Star Wars ride is the best ride I've been on.
To be fair, he did just say the Star Wars ride.
There's two.
The sun is starting to set here in California. We have 15 minutes to go to the airport to head to Hong Kong.
Bro, this is psychotic.
What's up? Can I get a picture?
I gotta go to the airport.
This is me and you if we meet Matthew Beem.
What's up?
That's me and you if we meet him.
Bye, guys. I gotta go later. Those guys were so nice.
He does such a good job at hiding how, like, torturous this is. Like, the fact that he's not sleeping for 3 days.
To be fair, he's probably used to it because he spent the last, like, what, year or two screaming into a camera, which is probably quite torturous.
Yeah, now that he stopped screaming, he has all this energy pent up inside of him, so he's good with doing something like that.
We are on the plane right now. We have a 15-hour flight. The only sleep that we've been getting is on planes. Luckily, this one came with a Hello Kitty pillow.
Would you really fly that way to Hong Kong? Surely you just go the other way.
You're gonna analyze this flight chart?
Yeah, this is like a really minor point, right? It's a real nitpick. But why would you go all the way that way instead of like the other way, which would be shorter?
I don't know how it works with flight, because they have like air streams and all that. I don't know how it works. Do you understand in that stuff?
Yeah, because Airstream goes this way. So like if you're flying from America back to the UK, it's like it's faster this way.
Oh, so it's fully wrong.
I don't know what. Maybe he did. Maybe he just took a really obscenely long flight.
Because he wanted it to be exactly 100 hours?
One sec, I'm looking this up. LAX to Hong Kong. I could be so wrong because of the curvature of the Earth and that.
Like, is there a direct flight for that?
I have no idea. I assume so.
So this is what I'm seeing here.
This makes sense. The other way does not make sense.
Yeah, because it would be from the other side.
We're inside of our first store here in Hong Kong, and the merchandise is way different than anywhere else. I am liking this.
Can I just say, this is pretty fun.
This is a really good video. Well done, Matthew. I'm proud of you.
I got the Iron Man churro and the Groot root beer float.
That looks fucking full of E numbers, doesn't it? Like he's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Bro, all of the stuff that he eats in those like 3 days, that shit's gonna give you such a heartburn. You're gonna feel horrible after that. And he's not sleeping.
No, well, he's sleeping on the plane, but how much sleep can you really get on a plane? Like 2 hours?
I heard what makes this park special is they have an entire Toy Story land, so we're gonna go check that out. Oh my gosh, that looks insane.
Well, actually, there is one in one of the parks in Florida. They have a Toy Story land, but you didn't go to all the Disney parks, did you, Matthew? So you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you didn't go to Adventure Park? Is that the one?
I think it was Animal Kingdom. Is it Animal Kingdom they have it? It's either Animal Kingdom or like the... I have no idea. It's either Animal Kingdom or the Hollywood Studios one.
Backwards roller coaster. This ride has a 30-minute wait. I'm not sure if we have enough time to do it, but I really want to try this one. We still have to go to Tokyo Disney and Shanghai Disney, which has...
The thing is, right, it'd be so easy to live this video and just go and have like a holiday at the, and expense it through the company. Like, that's what I would do. Being honest, that is what I would do, because no one's gonna like track my flight logs, are they, for YouTube video?
Yeah.
That's just what I would do.
Do you think that's what he did?
I don't think so. I think Matthew Beem is too genuine. I don't think he's done that.
There's one video where he keeps talking about how he's going to bring Tom Kenny for the video. And at the end of it, that was a lie.
You love that video, don't you?
That's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. Chum Bucket. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at it real quick.
Let's fucking watch that.
And then surprising Tom Kenny, the voice actor of SpongeBob, to see if he approved.
He doesn't.
So he says that about 5 times in the video, and Tom Kenny's never in the video.
Let's just skip to the bit where he gets really angry.
Skip to the mental breakdown.
Well, the last time we saw winds as strong as the ones we had today was nearly 5 years ago.
The somber music, I love it.
No. What? The whole wood structure. The entire front broke. All of the wood off the front came off. It all blew away.
And
I took a bunch of pictures of it.
he's like the Hulk.
We're going backwards!
Matthew, come to England. Me and Orr will take you to Fort Park. It'll be really fun.
Yeah, we'll sit together, one on every side,
All right, I gotta go to the ATM and get more money. Our flight board's in 30 minutes, but I have to get the taxi driver.
Who the fuck? What kind of psycho gets to the airport 30 minutes before his flight leaves?
Matthew Beem, man, he's just living on the edge.
That's insanity, though. That's mental person behavior.
I have the money heading back to the taxi so I can pay the guy. Our flight board's in 20 minutes. Whew, that was a long run.
Stop recording the video, just sprint.
To be fair, I don't understand how people can just like film themselves in stressful situations. Like, I couldn't think of anything fucking worse than whipping out the camera and pressing record.
Yeah, for me, the video would just be off. Like that's it. It's done.
I had a situation like this where it was like I almost missed a flight to LA, and I was like, oh, I could film this, but this is also like one of the most stressful things I've ever experienced.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with like talking to the camera in a YouTuber voice.
We're starting here at the Beauty and the Beast ride. It's the only park in the entire world that has it. Here we go. This is crazy. This is the most incredible ride I've been on. The ride technology is so advanced, it blew my mind. I mean, check out this special...
That man is insane for waiting for that, by the way. When I went, it was like 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, and it's just like one of those little ones where you sit and like, there's like a little story or whatever. And it wouldn't even be in English.
That's
it was
mad.
Just, yeah, it's like 2.5 hours. I remember looking at it and just being like, fuck, that, what kind of psycho queues up for that?
Especially if he's doing this thing with like that tight-ass schedule. Waiting 2.5 hours for one ride. He's dedicated, man. He's dedicated to his craft.
I basically ordered everything on the menu. I am starving. I've been to every Disney in the world, and this is the first steak I've seen. Look at that. A true gourmet meal inside of Disney.
That is so good.
I don't think that's a gourmet meal.
No, I don't think it is.
I'm getting ready to go on this pirate ship. You couldn't actually shoot the cannons in Paris, but here you can. Oh my gosh. You can steer the entire thing. I'm the captain.
Matthew Beem is gonna kill someone with that. You can't let the psychopath control a
After
boat.
completing the challenge, it was time for the grand finale.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That was a fun little video, Matthew Beem. Well done. Pat yourself on the back. That was good.
Great video, man. He's a legend.
I'm curious as to what this is, because this seems like an old school Matthew Beem video where he like screams and shit.
You want to get a taste of the old Matthew?
I do. I want retro Matthew. Have you watched this one?
I haven't seen this one, no.
Today I'll be building the world's largest...
Oh, he's not screaming.
He's kind of stopped now, which is really sad, you know?
It's really sad, but at the same time, we did kind of take the piss out of him for
Current
it.
record for the world's largest ice cream cone is 10 feet tall. It was done in Norway back in 2015.
I reckon I could beat that.
10 feet tall isn't that tall, yeah.
I reckon I could beat that.
That's why later on we're buying a giant ice cream truck, and we're also renting out this entire chocolate factory. And to build the world's largest waffle cone, we're
This is
partnering with
proper
Muddy
Matthew
Bites.
Beem.
We're about
We're
to
Yeah,
back.
this is
Single Muddy
vintage.
Bite
This
they
is
have.
vintage.
Muddy Bites are a bite-sized waffle cone snack filled with creamy chocolate. They taste just like the bottom of a sundae cone. It's the best bite over and over again. You really gotta try these.
He's sponsored. This is sponsored. Is this sponsored? Yes, it's sponsored. Of course it is. Skipping this.
So to make sure our giant waffle cone doesn't break as easy as the waffles just did, we're building a giant metal frame to support it.
I love the Matthew Beem videos. They're just so full of pranks and whimsy. I love them.
Yeah, many whimsies.
Are they building a metal frame for it? That's a bit cheating.
Do you think he's ever gonna run out of like big stuff to build?
I don't think so. You can build big things of anything. You could build like, I don't know, a big water bottle.
That's not as exciting as an ice cream cone. What if he runs out of stuff in like 10 years?
I'd watch I built the biggest water bottle in the world. It'd be quite cool.
Now that we have our plan in motion, we stacked our metal cone structure together so we could begin the next
It's
step.
like fucking Apollo 11. Like, they're just, it looks like they're building a rocket.
Another one of our biggest concerns is the ice cream melting. We've ran multiple tests in different weather conditions.
He's ran multiple tests, and he has confirmed that ice cream does in fact melt.
Just put an ice cream cone outside while wearing like a lab coat or something.
I have a trick up my sleeve. Dry ice. It's called...
What?
In the design of our structure, we're leaving an entire compartment filled with dry ice that'll cool the ice cream from the bottom up.
Wait, so is most of the ice cream just the cone?
Yeah.
That shouldn't win anything.
I don't think so. I think the ice cream should be, you know, self-sustaining. It shouldn't have to have, you know, all this dry ice bollocks. To be the world's biggest ice cream, it should just be a giant ice cream.
The entire inside of our cone will be filled with delicious milk chocolate just like a Muddy Bite.
We are actually painting right now using chocolate.
We're just watching an ad.
That's an awful name for a fucking cup, for like a...
Muddy Bite.
Do you want any of my Muddy Bites?
After completely
This
covering
is
the cone in
hilarious.
chocolate, it's time to
Lots
start
of good
adding
jokes
the
and
waffles.
pranks.
Building the
over
world's
here.
largest waffle cone would be impossible by ourselves.
That's why we teamed up with Muddy Bites, who
Do you think he's actually sponsored by them, or he just really loves them and just keeps mentioning them?
Yeah, man, he loves Muddy Bites. This little treat that everybody likes.
We're gonna have to add over 400 pounds of waffles to make this happen, and this is the first one.
So far, we're not having any luck with the waffle sticking.
They're very brittle, aren't they? They could probably make something that isn't brittle.
Well, how about they make it out of metal and cheat with that as well, you know?
They could just paint the metal, yeah.
We already opened the door with that, you know?
Since we can't figure this out, Cheyenne and Noah are going to learn how to make Muddy Bites chocolate from scratch.
We have our own proprietary recipe.
I'm gonna scream if I hear Muddy Bites again.
While they were learning the biggest chocolate secrets in the world, I had a meeting with the world record company.
The current world record is 10 feet. In order to be eligible, it's going to need to be edible, it needs to be fully consumed. We don't want
Wait, someone has to eat the whole whole thing.
Matthew Beem bites into the metal just to prove that it's edible.
We have a much better success rate when we do this in the winter. There's some concern on my end there. I'm flying all the way from New York to make this happen, so I can't say I'm going to come out again.
So we only have one shot, one opportunity to do this. The pressure is definitely on.
Yeah.
We're really relying on
He looks so sad.
this chocolate is going to act as an edible glue. Now that we have the perfect chocolate recipe, we can begin sticking the waffles again. Ow! It's hot. No duh, dude. It just came out of the freaking thing.
He doesn't get the concept of like hot.
Heat.
Yeah.
He spent the last 3 days figuring out how ice cream melts. He's just sat outside like, why does it keep doing this?
His team is building this massive cone and he's just standing outside looking at ice
We
cream.
need you to inspect this ice cream to see if it tastes good. This is the first bite of our homemade ice cream.
I'd say that's gonna win a world record.
Only 999 pounds to go.
As he's filling the next jug, the first one melts. He still can't wrap his head around it.
He just refused to put it in a fridge.
That's our last bag of ice cream, which means it's time to start loading everything up for delivery.
Is there not a bigger machine? Like, surely there is a bigger machine they could have
I
got.
think there are probably so many more efficient ways for them to do this.
Also, I love how he has just like a silhouette of his head on the wall.
So weird.
It's about 5 minutes for the waffles to dry, so I just have to sit up here and hold them in place.
While the team was trying to fix the damages, I was hanging out with the guests who showed up to the
His
event.
team is slaving away.
I heard you came here all the way from Ohio.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are you subscribed to the channel?
Yes, I am.
You just got $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for being subscribed.
That's just so underwhelming. Really? Oh, thanks, man.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, I totally understand.
So the way that we're going to be accomplishing this is we're going to be taking tons of buckets of ice cream, stacking them all around it, and then we'll begin shaping
This
it.
isn't edible, right? Because it's still on the metal fit. Or am I just mistaken?
I don't think this is gonna win. No, the whole cone is metal.
Here's the world record guy. He hasn't broken eye contact with the ice cream yet. How do you think it's going?
Oh, we'll see. You know, it's starting to melt. See if we can get it all the way up.
Why did they do this in like a freezer or something? Why are they doing it outside, like in the summer?
I'm not too sure. I don't know why they didn't just do this in the winter. That would have made far more sense.
This is the last bucket of ice cream to hopefully break a world record. We're going to pass it all the way down
hurry
there,
up.
starting with you. Go, go, go!
This is just a really inefficient way to pass something down when you're not wanting it to melt on a hot summer's day.
We're level and we're touching the ice cream.
We have 11 foot. Congratulations, Matt. You did it.
That's a world record!
This isn't Guinness.
Who is this?
Is this just a random guy?
It's just a guy that goes, yeah, that is probably the biggest ice cream I've ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything bigger than that.
Who wants ice cream? After beating the world record, we started passing out the ice
Would you really want to eat Matthew Beem's sloppy ice cream?
And he put there with his hands.
For every 1
his
pound
team
of ice cream we used
sweating
in this
all
video,
over
we
it.
donated $1 to Feeding America.
Oh, that's good of Matthew. He donated to charity.
That's nice. I love Muddy Bites.
I love Matthew Beem. Oh, he's fallen. Thank you for... I was about to say thank you for Matthew Beem. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to all. I'll leave his link in the description. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.